Good day, children. Today in this video, we will see the poem In the Bazaars of Hyderabad by Sarojini Naidu. The poem In the Bazaars of Hyderabad is a brilliant piece of writing by the Indian women poet Sarojini Naidu. To understand the context for writing the poem, you first need to know that Sarojini Naidu was a major political figure in the 20th century. She was the president of the Indian National Congress and the first woman governor in India. The poem is in the form of question and answers. The poet asks the questions and the merchant answers them. Through this technique, she makes the picture of the bazaars visible to us. So let's see the poem. What do you sell, O hey merchants? Richly your wares are displayed. Turbans of crimson and silver, tunics of purple brocade, mirrors with panels of amber, daggers with handles of jade. What is this para means? What is this para conveys? The poem begins with the poet's question to the merchants about what they are selling. She sees that the goods are displayed nicely to attract the buyers. That's why she is saying that richly your wares are displayed. The merchants reply that they are selling crimson. Crimson is like deep red, okay? And silver colored turbans. Deep red and silver color turbans. Purple brocade tunics and mirrors with amber frame and daggers with handles made of jade. So, tunics of purple brocade. Brocade is like a fabric with raised patterns woven in. So, this is a brocade. Okay? And it is a tunic jacket. Yeah? With a fabric with raised patterns. And what is this? Mirrored with amber frame. Mirrored with panels of amber. Amber is like an yellowish color. Okay? Panel is usually raised above or sub below the surrounding area. So this is called a panel. Okay? Next, daggers with handle of jade. What is meant by daggers with handle of jade? Daggers is like a short two-edged stabbing. Okay? It's a weapon. And jade is like a hard, dark green ornamental stone. Okay, this is a very dark green ornamental stone. With that stone, they make the handle. Okay, daggers with handle of jade. What do you weigh, ho hey vendors? Saffron and lentil and rice. What do you grind, o hey maidens? Sandalwood, henna and spice. What do you call, ho hey peddlers? Chessmen and ivory dice. So what is the poet saying in this stanza? The poet then visits the vendors, the maidens and the peddlers. Peddlers means salesmen. She asks the vendors what they are weighing for sale. Yes, what they are making, what they are doing. The vendors reply that they are weighing saffron, lentil and rice. Weighing means just putting something and just seeing its weight, like how many grams it is. Okay, saffron, lentil and rice. Lentil means pulses. The poet then asks the maidens, girls, what are they grinding? Maidens is people who grind, the women who grind the spices. Okay, and what are they replying? The reply comes that they are grinding sandalwood, henna and spices. And now the peddlers are asked what they are calling as their trade cry. What is that trade cry, children? What do you mean by cry here? It's like to describe as, what to call. It can even be called as a call or a trade cry. They say that they are selling chessmen and dice made from ivory for the game of chess. So what is ivory? It is a elephant tusk. So that is called as ivory. With that they are making dice and chess. Okay, so he is a peddler, like a salesman who goes and to door to sell the small goods. And what is he selling? He's saying that he's selling chessmen and ivory dice. And then what are the maidens grinding? They are grinding sandalwood, henna and spices. Ho hey goldsmiths, wristlet and anklet and ring, bells for the feet of blue pigeons, feral as a dragonfly's wing, girdles of gold for the dancers, scabbards of gold for the king. So the poet now goes up to the goldsmiths, people who make gold and silver ornaments, and asks them what they are making. They are saying that they are making wristlet, anklet and ring to Adonis, and bells to be tied to the feet of blue pigeon. If a bell is being tied to a feet of a blue pigeon, then that bell should be very delicate, isn't it, children? So the poet compares the dragonfly's wing to the bell, and she's saying that, and the bells are as thin and lightweight as the wings of the dragonfly. So here you can see how the wings of the dragonflies are. They are very delicate and they are very lightweight. So the bells are also made up of a lightweight of gold. And next, they are also making golden girdles for the dancers and golden holders for keeping the king's sword. So what is scabbards? It's like a holder for a bladed weapon, okay, such as sword. It's only for king, which is made with gold. What do you cry, ho hey fruitmen, Crinton, pomegranate and plum? What do you play, ho musicians, sitar, sarangi and drum? What do you chant, ho magicians, spells for the aeons to come? So what is the poet saying here? What do you cry? What is meant by cry? Cry is like here to shout, to utter loudly. So the fruit man is saying that he's selling Crinton, pomegranate and plum. Crinton is it looks like a lemon. Okay. Next, the poet goes on to the musicians and asks, what are you playing? So the musicians reply that they are playing sitar, sarangi and drum. Next, what is the poet asking? What do you chant, ho magicians? So the magician is saying that he is chanting these spells to bring in aeons, a divine power. Aeons means a divine power, who would help him perform his magical tricks well. Okay. What do you wave, ho hey flower girls, with tassels of azure and red, crowns of the brow of a bridegroom, chaplets of garland in his bed, sheets of white blossoms new gathered, to perfume the sleep of the dead. So in the last stanza, what is the poet saying here? The poet is asking the flowers girls, what are you waving with the color azure and red? Azure is like a sky blue color. It's a tassel with tassel of azure and red. Here tassel means stands of flower. Okay. Now they are saying that they are making, the flower girls are making garland for the bride and the groom, and they are making a crown for them with flowers, and they are also making sheets of newly bought white blossoms for the dead man's grave for fragrance. About the poet, Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India, was a patriotic and freedom fighter, but her first love was poetry. She played an important part in the social and cultural life of Hyderabad for many years. This poem describes the various stalls in the bazaars of Hyderabad. The poem consists of questions and answers. Thus, the poet Sarojini Naidu represents as Indian market to give us a sense of the rich Indian heritage. This poem was her protest against the European products and an appreciation for our own goods. Thank you, children.